Good evening, everyone. This is a special edition of the show. It is Sunday, June 11th, 2023. We are almost halfway through the year. This is crazy. Of course, we are in the land of the living. We are live on the Facebook page. We are live on the YouTube channel, which is the name of the show. Please like, share, and subscribe. We are on Twitch and Twitter. Please find us on social media and not only find us, but share it and also tell somebody. You don't want to miss this conversation. She didn't already said on her own show that she's going to be spilling some tea and you don't want to miss it because I'm not telling you. So let's get into her bio real quick. And then we're going into this wonderful conversation. I'll let you guys know how I quote unquote met her. Haven't met her in person yet, but this is known for us. So Renika McQueen, writer, producer, director, married with children, introduced to her passion of filmmaking by attending her first movie premiere. She released her first film, Deceitful Passions, in April of 2019. Since then, she's released Cain and Abel, completed her third movie, A Family Divided, which is currently being screened at, is it BIFA?
Yes, it was BIFA.
That was last week. When was that?
Last week, week before. Yeah. Just very recent.
Okay. She has her own podcast called Raw with Renika and is currently filming her latest series, The Stranger in Our House, with plans to also get back into book writing. Her plan is to create great stories through her writing that people can relate to. So, you guys, I want you to welcome Renika McQueen to the show.
Thank you.
I'm so excited that you are here. I get excited to meet new humans anyway. That's just me. We find out that even in simple conversations that we find out we're more alike than we are different. And only the world tells us like, hey, stick to your own. There's something in you that will help me and vice versa. So I can only get it from you if we talk.
Okay.
So I was introduced to Ms. McQueen by Madison.
Yes, Madison.
Who is one of the stars of
In A Family Divided.
Yes. And so, again, as we state, we always have this connection one way or another. And Madison was so excited that she had that opportunity, not only to be in her first lead, but also the relationship she has with you, that she was like, you know what, I got somebody that is dope and I feel like she needs to be on the show. And I immediately that evening reached out to you and we tried to figure out the best time to have our conversation. So again, thank you, Madison, for
thank you, Maddie.
Together to have this wonderful Black love conversation. So we noted that in your bio, first of all, you're a mom.
Yes.
Second of all, you're a wife.
Yes.
Then comes the other things. So as women, we are always in a place of wearing multiple hats. We have, mom, wife, producer, writer, director, all these different personalities and all of these great things. How do you do it?
However God tells me to do it or allows me to do it, I just make it work. Like now, I'm doing this interview. The baby is trying to get up here and wants to get in here so bad, but I'm like, no. My husband's trying to do some work around the house with the drill. I'm like, no. I am literally in my closet in my little director's chair. I pulled it in here instead of my area downstairs, and I closed the door on it, but like, so I can have some peace.
Right, I understand. And I think our conversation was, well, we could do it on a Sunday where my husband can help and and he's helping doing something.
Yeah.
But improv is cool with me. It's cool with me.
Yeah.
So let's go back to before you got into filmmaking.
Mm-hmm.
And going back into your days of school,
Hmm.
did you dream to be a filmmaker? Did you dream of writing? Where did all that come from?
So no, I've never dreamed of filmmaking. Some people, when I talk to them, they be like, "Yeah, you remember you said you was gonna make a movie when you?" I'm like, "No, I don't remember that. It's possible, but I've been writing since I was a little girl. I've always written poems, my feelings, letters, short stories, just anything. So writing has always been a part of me. My dream was to move to New York, have a short haircut, kind of be living like old girl on Sex in the City. You know what I'm saying? Writing for a black owned magazine company and just working, just living my life, being single. That was my plan, but it went a whole different route. So we're where we are now. That's where we are.
Okay, so with the writing and things of that nature, I used to do those things, but I didn't think you could make any money on it for real. So I was
Okay.
like, you know what? Let's go into computer enginering.
Okay.
And yeah, when you get to college, you realize how much math you got to do. Oh, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah.
Oops, never mind. So
I think for
right.
me, even when I was younger and I was thinking about moving in New York and stuff like that, I was just thinking more about doing what I loved and doing something that I like. I mean, I thought that like, yeah, I'll make some money too, but I really was passionate about that. Like that was really something I wanted to do. So when I was thinking about it, it was more so about me just being happy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I figured the money would come along with it anyway, but I started having kids and everything else. So
So, okay, so we know we have, the multiple hats. We're doing multiple things. We're writing, we're producing, we're directing. So we know you as the writer from as a kid. So where did the producing and directing come from?
Um, shoot, when I made a movie and I had to do it, that's where it came from. I didn't go to school for it. I never studied filmmaking or anything like that. It was just when I got into filmmaking and decided I wanted to make movies, I learned it. You know what I'm saying? So and that's how I came about. And I just anything that I didn't know, I was Googling it. I watched YouTube videos, different things like that. So, as they say, YouTube University, that's where I ask questions. You know, I reach out to people who may know what to do if I didn't know what to do. So, and I'm just kind of learning as I go.
So with that being said, we know we have to have a team because you can't do it by yourself.
Hmm.
So how did you approach having a team when they like, look, I don't know what I'm doing, but we're gonna have faith and we're gonna just do it?
Well, so when I did my first movie, I had worked with some producers and directors from here, and I just kind of kept in touch with them, certain ones. And so for my second movie, I reached out to Kamal Smith, and he actually helped me with a lot, taught me a lot. I asked him a lot of questions. Again, what I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I Googled, researched it, different things like that. And it was just like for me, once I worked with you and I saw that you were professional and you were honest and fair and you did a good job, I've kind of just stuck with those same people where it worked for me. You know what I'm saying? From everything from sound to the gaffers to, I mean, whatever just worked for me, I stuck with that same team. And so it's pretty much been uh, working out for me.
Okay. So, and I'm definitely been trying to get Kamal on the show uh,
Yeah.
for a minute now. So
I'll let
hopefully,
him know. I'll let him know.
please,
I'll text him today.
I have tried to get him on. I'm supposed to have Wesley on next week.
Okay, King.
Yes,
Mhm.
Thursday. So hopefully that goes through again. We have so many talented people right here in the city of Detroit that
Yeah,
if
you
all of
got
us.
Lisa doing her thing right now. She is really killing the game. You got Ken, he's doing his thing. They call him Legend. Right now, he's doing his thing. You got Moolah, you got Dennis Reed, you got it's a lot going on here. And several more people, Janaea and Rocky. So yeah.
And of course, we can't forget Joe.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, Joe, definitely can't forget Joe. Joe Smith is
uh,
definitely one of them.
Joe, with with Peerless Times and me having a side conversation with Joe, I went out for a couple of his movie castings. Hopefully, I get chosen. If not, it's okay. But just to say that I did it, again, to be in the same room with some of the talent is just crazy. That it's just a plethora of people in the city of Detroit really getting into acting, really getting into filmmaking and
Yeah.
making a mark for themselves. So again, it pays
And
to be
they, and can I just say this? Shout out to the whole community in Detroit and the surrounding areas that's doing film. That's why I hate to, start naming names, because if you forget anybody, I don't want them to be offended. But shout out to anybody who is just in this film thing, and you're doing the best you can with what you know how, and you're chasing your dreams and your goals, and you're trying to get better with each one, and you want to do some good quality work and some good honest work and put out some good movies. So shout out to everybody.
I'm excited. I try to support as much as I can. And then come to find out you go to the movie premieres and ooh, I didn't know you was in it. And it's just wow. So
Yeah,
when you can plug in, stay connected, always be positive, always be you, and try to be helpful. As
yeah.
even if it's just sharing somebody's flyer, if it's actually going to an event if you can. It's so many people, I can't support everyone, but I'll try my best. Again, Maddie is here, so good
Hey,
evening,
Maddie.
Maddie. Again, even when she starts doing things, supporting her as much as I can. um I'm just so proud of you for the simple
Thank
fact
you.
you're a Black female
Thank
in a
you.
world that for a long time was not dominated by us. We were far and in between. And now you look around and you have the Sandra Rhimes and all these other people, and we taking it by the
Shonda Rhimes, Issa Rae.
yes,
Yeah, you got a
yes,
lot of
and
them.
we're taking it by storm, and we're not taking no names. Like y'all tried to hold us down, but now we're here, and so I'm excited to know a Renika McQueen before she go Hollywood and Atlanta on us. And
Oh, because I'm definitely going. And with that said, not like going Hollywood on my people. I'm just going far places. I just know
absolutely,
where I want to go and what I
you should.
got planned for me. And so I'm already, claiming it, praying for it, and this new word manifesting. But I'm old school, so I believe in the power of prayer and faith in God and faith with works and all of that. And so, but I'll say manifest as well for the new younger people.
Absolutely, and you should. And the thing is that you're opening doors for other people, and you're giving them hope and faith that if it's something that they want to do, especially if they know you and you're doing it, we're watching. We're watching.
Well,
So
thank
you
you.
have successful things under your belt. So anybody who has any type of trying to do anything, I would be under you trying to get the knowledge that you have in order for me to go further in what I do. Again, I tell my audience all the time, whoever I bring on here, best believe you better remember their name and you better remember their face, because what tends to happen is I'll always have the story remember when
Mm-hmm.
they were on
Yeah.
my show before they got to Oprah or Tyler Perry or whoever else in the world. Amen. So
Amen.
let's talk about how do you decide what story you're actually going to film?
You know what? Whatever story that is on my mind or my heart, the strongest, because I have like a lot of stories, a lot of things written down, a lot of I just came up with something the other day, just out the blue, it just came in my head. I was like, oh, and it's a whole movie right then. But just whatever is heavy on my heart at the time, like, you know what I'm saying? I just be like, okay, that's the one I'm gonna go with, and I just go from there and hope and pray that it works. So
So
far, it has.
we're gonna touch a little bit, and you don't have to go into detail.
Hmm.
For a new up and coming filmmaker, if
Hmm.
it's their first film, as far as budget, what would they be looking at?
It just depends. So I'm going to say 25 because that was my first one. But let me say this. If you utilize your resources, you may find some people, and it may not be the greatest film the first time, but let's say you hook up with someone who knows how to use a camera and they're getting their foot in the door and they want to get started. You can hook up with them and they may say, well, hey, we could do this together for free. I know someone that does sound. I know someone that does gaffing. I know someone. So those are your main components right there. Those are like the most expensive things or whatever. So that, and then when it comes to like hair, makeup, and different things like that, and utilizing your resources, as far as use your own car if you need to, take it to the car wash, get it washed, use your cousins, your friends, use your family houses if they let you, if you're not a bother to them, use their houses, that's free. When you do your very first film, if you try to stick to maybe one location, two at the most, like minimize it so that you don't have to try to find so many places to film at, or you don't have to use so many Airbnbs. It's a lot of ways to save on your budget. Now, I'm not being funny. If you're just doing a movie and they're wearing regular clothing, have them wear their own clothes. Just put together the outfits and be like, okay, yeah, that shirt go with that pants, that look cool. And push come to shove, if you can't afford it, go to the thrift store, wash it, put it in the cleaners, iron it, get that lint brush, do what you need to do. Hair, get you some wigs, instead of trying to take them to a hairdresser and get the hairdresser to do their hair 4 or 5 times. You can't afford that. Hair is high right now. Get you some good looking wigs that can put some hot flat irons on them and bump them, curl them, do what you need to do. And then get you somebody to do their makeup. If you got friends that know how to do makeup really good, just try to put your team together that way. And it may not even cost you the 25,000. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's what I would say. Use as many of your resources as you possibly can.
Okay, so let's go on this end.
Okay.
So we said the big number 25,000. I don't know too many people that just got 25,000 just laying around. So
Okay.
did we do grants? Did we do how do we come up with that type of money?
So for me at the time, I was working for the state of Michigan. I had a 401k. So that's what I did for me. Other people I know have put small gatherings together. People have parties. Come over to the house. I'm doing a fundraiser. I'm gonna fry some chicken wings, make some spaghetti and some fish. We could play cards or whatever younger people do now. If you're young and you're trying to make a movie or whatever the entertainment is for the new younger generation, put it together. Charge a couple of dollars. A lot of people with these GoFundMe's, do a GoFundMe. Hey, I'm trying to chase my dream and my goal. You guys donate to a lot of different things. I'm asking you to donate to this. Um, yeah, I mean, whatever way you can get it without hurting, robbing, killing somebody. Whatever good in a positive way that you can do it. But yeah, grants, loans. If your credit is good, maybe, and you got a good job, go to the bank, get you a small loan. If you have a 401k, go on your 401k. Just it's different options though. You'll come up with it. If you want something bad enough, you're gonna find a way. Just like if you want to go on a trip out of town and you don't have the money, you gonna find the money. You gonna find a way to go out of town. You gonna find a way to go get the car, the purse, the clothes you want. You can find a way to make your dream happen.
Absolutely. And I wanted you to bring that out because sometimes um we've been told, like in books or some kind of scenario, that is only one way to do certain things, and that's not true. There's different ways to get to the end. You just gotta, think outside the box sometimes.
And then you never know too. There's people that are willing to invest. It may not be your family and friends because a lot of times you don't find a lot of support from the people that you close to. You find it from co-workers sometimes. Sometimes you find it from strangers that you meet who are just proud that you're doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? They may like Medicine. She's a young, beautiful black young lady acting, writing, producing, whatever it is she want to do. I'm quite sure there isn't anybody medicine couldn't go to who is in this film industry or around her with her energy and her aura and everything that she brings, that they might not can't donate a lot to what she wants to do. But listen, $25 here, 50 here, 100 here, 500 here, that stuff adds up. You know what I'm saying? So, you just got to get out there too and talk about what it is that you're trying to do. And a person who's even afraid to follow their own dream might be like, you know what, I wanted to do something, but I didn't. So I'm glad that she's doing this. Let me, contribute to her success or what she's trying to do. And then that's something great that they can look at when you do succeed and go far and things happen for you. Like, hey, when she first got started, you know what I'm saying? So now you might even be able to pick her. She up there with Oprah, and you can be like, oh, I know her number. She still got the same number. Let me call Maddie, see what she doing. That's an honor. So yeah.
That's the plan. Instead
Hmm.
of getting to Oprah, eventually I have my own show, so y'all
Yeah.
come see me,
Okay.
and then open the door for other people. That's what we're here for. Again, I'm excited. I am, again, even though I've never met you, ever
Thank
since
you.
that we've connected on Facebook, I have been watching you. Um,
Okay.
and the things that you do, with your family, being out with your husband. What was the other day? VIP something out. Okay.
Oh,
Um,
we went to see Anthony Hamilton and Marsha Ambrosius. So yeah, I sent it to him on Instagram. I'm like, take me here, and he was like, okay. And we got ready yesterday, and we got there. He know the type of life that I like, where I'm trying to go, what I'm trying to do. So VIP fit perfect for me. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, and yeah,
Hmm.
it should. So again, it's it's giving other people hope and faith
Yeah.
that if you follow your dreams, everything else will fall in place. You just got to move. You can't
Yeah.
sit still. You got to do it. Even when we don't feel good, even when we don't feel our best, it's like, you know what? I'm tired, but guess what? I still got to do the show. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
So those moments you still got to be on your toes, because at any moment anything can happen.
Yes, that's true. That is
Anything
absolutely
can
true. Because
happen.
there's been plenty of times where I've had interviews or different things to do, and I'm like, I don't feel like it. I do not want to do, but I still get up to do it because it's a part of what I need to do to get to where I'm going. I'm actually going to the film festival on Wednesday. I leave, and I don't want to go to that anymore, but because I got family things and stuff to do, I had to really, make some choices. Like, okay,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna go. It's some things I want to do, some people I want to meet and see and talk to and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Are
I'm
you receiving a
sacrificing.
reward?
No, 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 no. I'm just going down there to network and learn and stuff like that. And it's in Miami, so of course I'm a, be
What
cute.
happened?
Yeah.
What you
It's
see
in
me perk up
Miami.
like, wait, what?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be on somebody beach, having me a drink. I kind of make it like it's business, but a little
Just
bit of
don't
pleasure.
listen. Just this what you don't do. I don't want
What?
to see your toes. Taking no picture of your toes and all I see is the water behind you. No,
Okay.
don't do it. Don't.
I don't know if I'm gonna take any pictures to be honest while I'm down there. Maybe just a couple while I'm networking and mingling, but my private time I might keep that private.
I understand.
Yeah.
So we just talked about, well, you kind of brought it up about one of the things that I talk about a lot is having a balanced life.
Mm-hmm.
It's very important, especially when you're big in being creative.
Mm-hmm.
For some odd reason, when we're creative, our brain does not want to shut off.
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking while you're asleep, like, can I go to sleep? Film,
Yeah,
cut
that's
off.
definitely true.
So, how do you find balance in life?
So, like now, by being in my closet with the door closed, and the baby, he was just in here like, "Mom, hungry," and I just took my hand and fanned him out of here because his daddy is downstairs. Sometimes when I'm in a car, I may do a Zoom, I may take a call for a business. It just depends. If I got something planned or whatever, I make sure that now, which is something I didn't do before, but because my schedule is getting a lot more busy, I put it in my calendar with reminders in my telephone, and I try not to book too many different things for myself at the same time. I try to give myself a break. I do a lot of work from my bed at home, like writing, different things like that. It just, I make it work for me. I come first. I make it work for me. Yep. So how I balance it is just around my schedule. What I feel like doing, what I don't feel like doing. If I don't want to answer the phone, if somebody's calling me, I don't feel like talking, doesn't mean that I don't love them. I will not answer the phone for you. You could text me at 2 o'clock. If I don't feel like texting and talking about business, I won't text you back until 5 o'clock the next day. I just balance it out by whatever works for me the best first. And it's been working that way for me. Yeah.
Okay. So with having a husband
Mhm.
and kids, so what is that conversation with them like? Because I know sometimes we're going doing so much, we're not necessarily worried about everybody else around us,
Mhm.
but they're still our support system. So what is that conversation with them?
Well, a lot of the things that I do, depending on what it is, they're included in it anyway. I try to include them. So if it's a movie premiere and I want to go support somebody, I'm 9 times out of 10 taking either my husband, and if he's not going, my oldest daughter. She loves to go. She wants to go. She wants to be involved. So those are my two go to. The discussion of, because I got a baby that's 5. Okay, I got this to do on a Tuesday. Who's available to keep the baby? And my husband is always like, "Oh, I got him. Don't worry about it." My daughter, whatever, I'll send him to my mother or something. But they're included in a lot of stuff. So if even when I go out of town on trips, if I'm going out of town to do something to network mingle, a lot of times my family is with me. If not all of them, half of them is with me. They're going. I find stuff for them to do while we're out of town to have fun, have a good time while I'm in the meetings or while I'm working. And then when I'm done with that, I get with them and I join them and we do family stuff. So my life is really based around the people in my house.
Okay, which is good because
Yeah.
we know people who it's them and that's it. I get to you when I get to you, which is not good. Miss Shirley just popped in.
Hey, Shirley. That's my cousin.
Yes, you just said that.
Yeah.
See, in this small world, who I would have never known that.
Yeah.
Um, and Miss Shirley, I'm gonna have to still get you on my show. You and Pam and TJ. But yeah, so balanced life is awesome. It is very important, especially in this industry, that we get our rest
Mhm.
because we can't be walking around here looking like a zombie.
Oh, I'm gonna take a nap.
We gotta make sure we eat right, especially with those who have conditions. Um, that you gotta eat. You gotta make sure you're eating the right things. Because you gotta have this high energy, high level, people pulling on you, when they're having conversations with you that pulls energy out of you. So you
Mhm.
gotta be um, good on that. I also put in here, she has been gifted to write stories that people can relate to. So, with that being said, how do you know what story needs to be told?
Just by living life every day myself. You know what I'm saying? Talking to my friends. I got friends, family, things that I see go on. I watch the news every day. I worked at a prison for 17 years. So life alone will, just seeing people live it and you live it will let you know what's going on. And those are the type of stories that I want to write that I feel are relatable. I can do a little bit of everything from urban hood movies to family films to sad films to thrillers. I mean, just whatever moves in me, whatever story that needs to be told, I'm gonna tell it, and it'll probably be something different every time. I won't just stick to one genre because it's a lot of different stories that need to be told. It's stories that need to be told about autism, and it's stories that need to be told about mental health. There are stories that need to be told about depression. It's stories that need to be told about having black fathers in a home with their sons. You know, it's a lot of stories just from life itself that need to be told, and I plan to tell one every time I make a movie.
Absolutely. So the films, because I can't assume, are
Mhm.
they all your stories that you wrote, or is it based off of books?
So it's normally something that I write, but you asking me, are they based around my personal life?
No, 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 no. Like some filmmakers get their movies from other people's books, and
Oh no,
I'm
oh
asking,
no.
the ones you've done, those are stories that you have written.
Yeah, I no, nothing that I do will ever be off of anybody else's anything. I have enough stories in my own mind. I don't need to, take anybody else's ideas from their books or whatever. And then I write books too, write my own book. So Deceitful Passions was based off a book that I wrote. And actually Cain and Abel was a book that I was writing. I just never published it, but it was called My Brother's Keeper. I just changed the name to Cain and Abel and changed a few things about it later on. But I got enough of my own work. I don't need to and I'm not saying it arrogantly either, but no, they can keep their books and do their thing and I'm gonna keep mine and do mine.
So, how does it feel seeing or being in the room and people watching your film?
Um, it still kind of feels unreal sometimes. Like when I just was at Biffa and I was in the screening, and it wasn't many people there in the screening, but just sitting there watching it. Maddie showed up and Joe showed up, and just watching the people in there and their reactions and stuff like that. It just still felt like it wasn't even real. I'm like, dang, I did this. Okay. And to see their reactions when they're crying and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, girl, you might be a little bit better than what you think you is. So I mean, it's just it's humbling, I guess, you know.
Um, I think I never been to a movie premiere until this year.
Okay.
Um, and my first one was Joe's movie.
Joe did an amazing job. You picked a good movie to go to for your first premiere.
That was the first one, and I didn't know. I was like, why are they all dressed up? I'm just dressed down. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
not in the movie, so I didn't know. And so I'm sitting in the row, and Kamal, all of them are in front of, and I'm like, wait, that's him. Wait, that's her. I'm not thinking, never been, so I don't know what to expect. And so it was funny to hear them react to their own selves on film.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was very exciting. And so I was like, okay, now I'm on a movie premiere thing. Like, who got
Mm-hmm.
the next movie? Who got this? And so I end up going to Ryan Rutley's movie.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I went to another one. And I'm like, everybody got something going on like every weekend. I can't just keep going to movie premiere.
Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. There's so many of them. Sometimes I don't even see them until after, and I'm like, oh, they just had a premiere, because I may not be friends with everybody in the film
Yeah.
industry, so I may not see it promoted on social media and different things like that. But yeah, there's a lot. It's a lot of
It's
people here doing their thing right now.
Absolutely. A lot of people from Perilous Times are actors and actresses in movies. Carmen and Rose Gates and all these different. I'm like, you in another one? Like, what's going on? So again, when you get bit by the bug, it's like,
Hmm.
okay, what's the next thing? So who knows? I mean, shoot, Renika might put out another one. Like, okay, I need some more actresses. Guess who's gonna show up?
Yeah. I definitely have a few more things up my sleeve right now. I'm trying to finish up my series next month, and then I'll see what my next might be, or I might be like, hey, I want to take a break. I'm not one of those who, you won't see me put out 10 films a year. Like, that's not me. I don't want to do that. I might put out one or two a year, a good one, maybe three at the most, but it just depends on how I feel mentally, emotionally, or whatever. Because although it's a great feeling and a great experience and you love it, and it is like when you're done, it's always like, oh, I gotta, what's my next thing? But it also is very draining and could be very tiring as well. So, when I need a break or I feel like I need to take a break, I definitely take a break.
And you should.
Yeah.
Again, filmmaking, I mean, the things that we do in the entertainment world, whether you're a writer, whether you're singing, acting, it's ministry. And
Yeah.
so ministering it takes a lot out of you. And so while it's taken from you, you still have to be poured into.
Hmm.
And so that goes back into our conversation about having a balanced life. Husbands, wives, pour into your spouse, um, children, pour into, not take from,
Hmm.
um, and having a village. And I'm big on that. Having a village will help you stay stress free.
Hmm.
And when you get tired,
I don't
somebody's
really have a village.
like, what?
No, no, I don't have a village. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really have that. I don't have that. No, my village is my husband, my children, a couple of close friends or whatever. But I don't really like, as far as like family outside of my home. I don't have a village.
Well,
But I got my God, so I mean, I'm not sad. There's not nothing that
I
I, you know
don't
what I'm
know.
saying?
When
Yeah.
it comes to, when we say, well, when I say village,
Mhm.
it's not always family. It is
Mhm.
close friends.
Mhm.
It's co-workers. It's your church family. Is all of those things that people who support you. Just
I
like,
definitely have a few former coworkers who definitely, if I pick up the phone and call, they're gonna come. And I just want to shout one of them out in particular. Her name is Tara Kendrick. She's always, if I call her, if I text, I don't care if she's available, she's coming. Barbara Cox, she's coming. Pakitha, PJ, she's coming. And these are people who, they're not just former coworkers, but I consider my friends too. But yeah, they come. But I'm just saying, it's a small amount. I don't have a huge, but with the ones that I do have, I'm thankful for them.
it doesn't have to be big at all.
Yeah.
It's more, the village is more so the trust and support system, right?
Yeah.
Because we can't do this. At one point I thought I could do this by myself, and I can't. You can only go so far by yourself. And that's the truth. Like, you want to be surrounded by people who love what you do and really are passionate about what you do. And that's the only way you can be successful, when you have people who push you. Like
Mhm.
AC, Alita pushes me behind the scenes when nobody else knows.
Mhm.
I'll be like, no, I don't want to. Girl, get up and do it. And then when I do it and successful at it, then she's like, I told you. Be like, you know what? Thank you. Because I wasn't going to do it. And look what happened. But again, you always have that cheerleader. Sometimes you want it to be your family, but that's not necessarily a given.
Yeah.
They be the ones that be like, from you? Really? You supposed to be? Never mind. I digress. That's a whole nother subject. Anywho, so
That's a whole
thank
nother
everybody.
therapy
In
session
a
and a
whole
drink.
nother. Listen, I just started to. Don't have me on this couch craft. Okay. So thank everybody on here who has come through. Wiley Dixon, who's my I can't say so much about him, being supportive to me since day one, and I've never met him in person yet.
Oh, that's
And it's
amazing.
been almost 2 years.
Okay, well, it's time for y'all to meet.
I
Okay,
know he's in New
2 years he been
Jersey.
supporting you. It's time for y'all to meet.
Yeah, hopefully
It's
this
time.
summer we get to meet
Yeah.
each other. He's in New Jersey. He's another person, and I feel like with you, um once he saw the product, he was like, I'm in. No, I don't have to talk. I don't have to do no what they call it, the spiel or whatever to convince you to invest in me. He's been investing since day one. And now that I know you, I will invest too. Because again, you are black female. I know you are boss. I've
Thank
been
you.
watching you, and even in the confidence that you speak, you can go head to head with anybody in this industry. And so
Thank you.
again, we need that sometimes for it to come from somebody that don't know you, um, to let you know that you are on the right track.
Well,
And I
thank
look
you.
forward to your next. Um, so, um, anyone on here have any questions for Renika? Sometimes I do this and sometimes I don't. Again, I'm excited. Normally I don't do Sundays, but of course this is a special edition.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
Of course, I always say, if you can't come on a Tuesday and Thursday, I'll try to make in my schedule for us to have a conversation. It is needed. Um, and I'm glad that I skipped my nap
it.
for this wonderful conversation.
Well, I appreciate it. I do. Thank
We
you.
have, hey, TT. TT from the D is in the house.
Hey, TT. I know TT.
Alpha is in the house.
Hey, Alpha. That's my family.
Listen, you see all these wonderful curls I got? I've been using Alpha's
Hair product. Yeah.
AO,
He
Alpha,
got the whole kit for
Omega.
you.
Yes, the whole kit.
She got the whole kit.
Naturals. And I want to say this, and I'm not just saying this because Alpha is on here. My mom's hair completely went bald, and she
Oh,
had
wow.
scars in her scalp. And
Mm,
I was like, Ma, I think I got somebody who can help you. I kid you not. My mom had been washing her hair, conditioning her hair, using the daily spray on her hair, the oil. My mom's hair is growing back,
good.
and those scars that was in her scalp are no longer there. They're getting better. And I'm
That's
like,
good. Listen, Alpha said, she said that, she said, listen, they bald head because they ain't using this. They got to use this product.
yes. And
So,
when my hair, I was coloring my hair often. So my hair would be straight in parts, but it wasn't curling. She was like, I got something for you. So of course I go in, buy the whole kit, wash my hair, condition my hair every day. I put the spray on. I am a living witness. Whatever Alpha is doing, it
it's
works.
working.
It
Okay.
works. My hair is even thickening up. I was like, wait a minute. How in the but and I did have Alpha on the show. So again,
Okay.
I am grateful that God has placed me around powerful black women who
So
are
you
out,
going down the family tree.
and I don't even know
Hmm.
who are awesome. See, Alita, she got it too. Listen, we ain't playing out here. What I'm looking forward to the big chop and starting over at AO Naturals. I'm telling you, you're gonna be curled up. I'm telling you. You're gonna be like, dang, why I didn't do this years ago? Like, Alpha, where were you? I mean, come on now. Anybody in here have any questions? You guys are making me smile. Like, am I blushing? AO is in here for sure. And as we go back to how do we all meet? It was through perilous times. My God, today. Hydrated hair. Come on now. When will you be casting again? Up, that's to you.
um, Probably in a couple of months. Within the next couple of months, 2 to 3 months, I'll probably be casting. This time for my series, I actually didn't do a casting call. I just kind of reached out to some people, who I thought would play the roles well. I reached out to them, but this time I'm going to do a casting call. Yeah.
Please let me know. I mean, Not being selfish, but
But I'm also going to be looking for a few extras next month as well when we start filming the last couple of episodes for the series. I will be posting that on my Facebook. I'll be posting it on Instagram on my Chase and Connor production page. I also have a Facebook page for Chase and Connor Productions. I'll definitely be posting it in there, and I might post it on my personal Instagram. But for sure on my Chase and Connor Facebook, my Chase and Connor Instagram, and I'll post it on my personal page on Facebook as well.
okay, hold on. IG and Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
Chase Encounters.
Chase and Connor Productions, yeah.
Chase Encounters production. Put that in there. Um, yeah, we man, it's so much stuff going on. It's some more plays coming out. I just booked the role for uh, Kim Brooks. She has
Congratulations.
thank you. She has a play coming out the weekend of Sweetie's Day.
Okay.
And then I just got booked for a modeling gig, a big fashion show with Mike Lynch, which
Congratulations.
August 11th. So I'm trying to keep busy.
You
Hear
trying to
me?
booked and busy, booked and busy.
So, Miss McQueen,
Look, booked, blessed, and busy.
absolutely. So, when I see these casting calls, I'm gonna be there. I'm
Okay.
gonna be early. Y'all already know how I get down. I'm never late ever. If I'm late, something is wrong. Um, let's see. Does my monologue link work for my audition?
You know what? I'm not a monologue person. I know that a lot of the other producers and directors are. I am not a monologue person. Like I want to see you in person if I do the casting call. I want to give you the sides. I want to see you act out the sides. I want to go off your energy. I'm one of them. I go to your, if you say you want to work with me and you're like, oh, I want to work with you. I'm like, okay. I go on your Instagram. I go on your Facebook. I know people be like, oh, it's just social media. But what you post on a regular basis, 90% of the time, is who you are, your character. It's a part of who you are. You're not just going to be posting a bunch of crazy crap if that's not really how you get down and who you are. And like, if I don't like what I'm seeing from you and stuff like that, I'm not gonna lie, it'll probably deter me from wanting to work with you. But monologues, I'm not. I can take it or leave it. So I would prefer to see how you do when I send you those sides. I want to see the feel I get from you, and I want to see if you're able to act it out in several different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's for me. Monologues are for other people. Maybe later one day I'll be into it, but as of right now, I'm not a big monologue person.
TT said, "Will you be looking for production crew members?"
Um, yeah, yeah, I will.
Mm,
But I want people to know, when they say that, like, oh, are you looking for, people to help with production and stuff like that? Like, if you know you don't really have the time and you have a job and you can't work, oh, I can't work. If we're filming, let's just say 10 days and you can't work 8 of them, please don't reach out to me. Like, don't waste my time. And I'm not being funny and I'm not being arrogant, but when you're filming, those are long days. You know what I'm saying? So if you have the time, that's great. If you don't have the time, I respect it. Go to work, make your money, get your check, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But uh, you have to have the time. Even if you come on and you want to be an extra, have people reach out to me sometime and they like, well, I want to be an extra, but I can only be on set for an hour. Well, you don't really want to be an extra because it's if you don't get it the first time, that first take, we have to shoot it from several different ways anyway. You're not going to be offset in an hour. I'm sorry. So no, just make sure you have the time.
right. Maddie, stop adding on.
What Maddie say?
Tell them.
Facts.
Um, Other people say I can adjust my schedule. Thank God,
Hmm.
respect it. Again, Anyone else have any other questions before busy mom, busy wife gets back to being busy? Maddie, I'm still waiting on you. So when your production and you do what you do, that's all I'm gonna say about that. So in the meantime, while we're waiting on them, I have some church announcements. So last October, I was able to put out a book,
Okay.
The Blueprint God's Design. God set me down like, you need to start over. You're doing too much. Um, you're good. Start over. It's okay. You're going in the wrong direction, and we need to turn it around. So I gave some tips on how to get back to the blueprint, get back to the beginning. Can't go forward in life without God. Period. So that is the link to that on Amazon, and you can put my name in, Camila Foster, and it'll come up.
Well, I want my book signed.
Praise the Lord. You are in Detroit. I can come and
Anytime I support an author who is local or near, I want my book signed, and I keep my books. Like, I want my book signed. I have a lot of books, and I'm old school. I really don't like reading on a computer. I like
right.
books actually in print where I can turn the page, put my bookmark in it. Yeah.
Okay. TT says I just want to say you are a dope producer, writer, Renika, and I'm looking forward to working with you again.
Thank you,
Maddie
TT.
said nobody's ready for a family divided. It's different for sure. Praise the Lord. Um, if you want to continue to help me have the lights on this DTE bill and everything else that goes with podcasting, you can donate at the Cash App at Sunshine Camila, Kamilah. It is much appreciated. My friend Alita Cotton, who I met through PT, has the best turmeric and ginger tea you will ever taste in your life. I don't know what she does to it, but it is the best. Her business is AC's Teas, 313-380-0321. Please support her. She's out here on Facebook at AYECEE. Please support our Black queens. The Waffle Cafe Detroit. Oh,
Yeah,
they
I just heard
open up.
about that
Oh my God.
on Instagram.
Woo! They went yesterday. My God, today.
I saw Rocky. I don't know if you're familiar with
Oh,
Rocky. Rocky promoting it on Instagram, and I said I was gonna have to go there. Black owned.
Black owned right here on Livernois.
Mm-hmm.
18685 Livernois. They're open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 in the evening. I went there and I sat down. The whole atmosphere is nice, first of all. Second of all, I don't go to the west side, so now I have a reason to go. The menu is full and it's not expensive. I got a nice size waffle. I got the maple and bacon. You can't go wrong with bacon. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you
And,
can't.
and then I got a cup of their lavender lemonade. It was so good, I had to buy two.
Okay.
I promise you, you can't go wrong. They have shrimp on that menu. They have, like I'm promoting, they got chicken. They got all types of waffle. They even have ice cream. Come on, Jesus. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Larry, um, there's a couple of people that are a part of that. Yeah, Rocky. Um, Waffle Cafe, yes. And it was in and out the customer service. They tell you which ones is their favorites, and I mean the whole atmosphere. They got music going. People have been coming in there for like business conversations, you name it.
That's dope.
Yeah, I love it. I support those who not only support me, I support you even though if you don't support me. But however, I'm gonna let people know who you are. Again, come and support Renika IGF FB Facebook Chase Encounters Production. If you are on her personal Facebook, Renika McQueen. I have enjoyed this conversation with you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me in my closet
Right, exactly.
on a Sunday when you could be
on
napping.
on a Sunday. These are the owner of Detroit Cafe, Waffle Cafe Detroit. Matter of fact, and I'm just gonna say this before I let you go. Larry was the reason that I started podcasting.
Okay.
He told me my Facebook show, yeah, okay. Now what are you gonna do with it? I was like, I don't know. So Larry was the one who opened the door for me to start podcasting. Also, he was doing a radio internet show, and he did that for me. And so I'm definitely grateful for him. Anytime he needs me, I'm going to be there. He does also have an event space, which I need to get the information for that so I can advertise for him. He did it for me, I'm going to do it for him. And this is
That'll
what
be
that's all
awesome.
about. He didn't charge me, and I'm not charging him. So if you guys have anything y'all have going on, please, if you know me, you know I'm going to support you every way I can. Again, I believe in 6 degrees of separation. You're literally one person away, one advice away, one help away from where you need to be in your destiny. Proven over and over again since I started this show. The last thing I wanted to say before I give it back to Renika is smile. You are on God's candid camera. He always sees you. So there's no need to be frowning because he already got you. So again, Renika, any last words that you want to say to our wonderful guest tonight?
Just be happy. Do what makes you happy. Follow your dreams. Don't let nobody talk you out of them. Be a good person. The best way to live is by God's way, and you'll find your blessings so much more in that. And be good to the people that are good to you. And if you do business, do good business. Be fair, be honest. And your name is the only thing you really have. So carry that well. And when people hear your name, have your name out there so good that they want to do business with you just from hearing your name and like, oh, I've heard so many great things about them. Have your name make people be curious about who you are because it's in such good standing. And so, yeah.
Amen. I love that one. Rocky Harris, we need to hook up so I can be on your show and you can be on mine. Yeah.
I was on Rocky's show. I had a great time too.
Uh,
Yes. I had a great time.
So hopefully I get to hook up with her. We were on TT show not too long ago, and we had a really really good
I've been on
time.
TV
That
show
was
too.
okay, Renika. Okay.
Oh, listen,
Okay.
anybody that knows me, they'll tell you that I'm gonna network. Listen, network to your net worth. And if
Right.
you ask me and I feel like you got good energy, I'm going. If the energy ain't right, I don't, like how you move, I'm gonna respectfully decline.
Absolutely. Well, I'm a good person. I'm a sweetheart.
Hey,
Um,
I'm here. I'm on the show.
Absolutely. This is me all day, every day, trying to make sure everybody is good. So you guys have your Sunday dinner. If you want to send some my way, you don't have to email me. I can send you my address because I don't have to cook. But praise the Lord anyway. For sure, Renika, I enjoyed you. Sunshine, we're gonna
Well,
make it
thank
happen.
you, and thank you for
Absolutely.
having me.
I had a really, really good time. We will do it again. Maybe once you come back from Miami. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. But again, you
Okay.
guys, I will send you the link afterwards, and you can chop it up and do whatever, however you need to. Just don't send me no toes pictures when you go to Miami. Like TT showing her toes and stuff.
Oh
We don't
goodness.
care
Now
about your toes.
listen, the toes gotta live too.
I don't need to see it. It's making me all jealous. Like, can I be a toe? Like a little piece of sand on your toe or something? When you left us all in Detroit with this crazy up and down weather. Thanks
Well,
a
I'm
lot.
gonna just send you a peace sign, a picture like.
You see my face? Anywho, you guys, I love y'all. I will be back on Tuesday with another PT person. Robert Jeffries is gonna be here Tuesday. And when I tell you this man can sing, oh my God. So Tuesday I have Robert Jeffries, and on Thursday I have King Wesley will be here. Again, we represent Detroit big, and big is the D. I'm gonna leave it at that. The real D, not Dallas. The real D. So again, good night, you guys. See you on Tuesday.
All right, let me get back to straightening up this closet.
Right. Mm-hmm.
All right. Have a good evening.
You too.
Bye-bye.